leave again? Will we leave up higher ground? You can't even see me from this out in town. Summer soft cherry blossom with a crown. My Sharia more another star now. She knocks me off. My feet just a time to tell me off. But I can't even hear you speak when you talk. Robin Wood and every Mr. Know It All. But you knew that. Yeah. Good morning, sunshine. Yeah. Good morning, evening. Yeah. Goodbye to bad nights. Good morning, sunshine. Good evening, friends. Goodbye to bad nights. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning.
Now to the good part.
Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sideline. And Greg, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. O'Neal is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the 1. Here's Gillespie. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Wells. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And really no longer a ball stopper. Harris has significantly improved his passing ability over the years.
And here's Brooks from outside. C.J. McCollum comes up with a rebound. Drawn 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Stolen by Brooks. Hooker the pass to Gillespie. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Williams gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Outside Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range, this is exactly what you want.
Suns have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Gillespie. Booker with no one around. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here is Wells. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Wells has got 5.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Levine finds McCollum. And Devin Booker pulls it down. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to Los Angeles. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was a really important time, and it was good for me." Back to you, Kev.
Thanks a lot, Allie. It's stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And the shot is good. 5 points in the game.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Brooks with no one around. Misses the 3.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
The deep 3 from Levine. The long distance 3 is buried.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So for the Suns, Iguodaro's checked in, and it's Green in for Dylan Brooks.
Jalen Green.
We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Green. Here's Gillespie. Over McCollum. Phoenix no good that time either.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And it's Green with the jam.
And once Green gets the ball there, not much you can do defensively.
A three from McCollum drills the three-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Suns trail by 11. Here's Booker, and the layup's good off the glass. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
McCollum from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. For three, Booker. Hachimura grabs the miss. Pass to Harris. On the top of the key, and the jumper is on the mark. Harris has got his third basket of the night right there.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively...
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. They lead by 14. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
We've got C.J. McCollum. Colin Sexton is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And for the Suns, Grayson Allen is out there with Fleming. Then it's Goodwin. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Iguodaro in at the 5 down low. And Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
So for the Suns, Royce O'Neal's checked in for Fleming. Brooks comes in for Allen. And it's Devin Booker in for Goodwin. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Traps in the tray. VanVleet's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Booker. Here's O'Neal. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And that one's good. Iguodaro.
This is how you make an impact on the offensive glass. Bring that intensity.
With some arc, VanVleet with the bucket. VanVleet's got 5.
If you are a small guard like Fred VanVleet, that floater game is an absolute must. What pretty touch.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's good on the 3 ball. VanVleet's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Both teams will make substitutions. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The 17-footer. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Wells' shot is good.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they've paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Kevin?
Merci. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. I'm told now by our producers, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, nobody is quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo for sure. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated.
Oh, he's starting to percolate now in the second quarter.
Gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Suns trail by 21. Here's Booker. He takes it in, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Brooks misses. Being 71% all in all in this one, they've been brilliant offensively. Buries the long-range jumper. Wells has got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the dunk by Booker.
A little athletic ability on display by D-Book.
And here's McCollum for 3. Good on the triple. He's got 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And through the first